Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone!
Rosen will throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Kindici in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky, flush to his right. Incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago 1st.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
This is Cohen. And just shedding him off there. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Spinning away. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. On third down, it's Cohen, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Rosen. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen, escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a matchup for him.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue, line it. Blue, line it.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Come on, run. Lock in, lock in.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. J.J. Nelson now to return. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them
Here
here.
we go.
They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The rush defense stout on
Detroit!
first down.
Detroit!
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now this may be a free play here for Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Set! Green 39!
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again, eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Trubisky to throw, looking for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here comes Nelson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Gone!
On second down, here's Rosen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
Third and long here for Rosen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Lock in.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lock in. Set up.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to maneuver. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Wright's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
And now it's Rosen looking. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the toss, Cohen. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Cohen on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the toss play, Howard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rosen to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
18. Tight end right. 180. Blue.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that